All right, question one. Who was the groom named after? I was named after Jack Gray, who was my mom's friend, who worked in the French room, I believe, at Macy's. But I will give Alexa bonus points if that's allowed, if I'm allowed to give bonus points. If she can name what my middle name was supposed to be, it was not supposed to be Jack Douglas, supposed to be Jack Daniel after my grandpa Daniel Bohide, but my mom didn't want me to be named Jack Daniel like the whiskey. All right, question two. What is the groom's favorite color? My favorite color is gray, but not like boring plain gray, like the French gray that we have in our pots and pans, like more like away from the boring gray, more like slate gray or like cool gray. I like those. I don't like the middle. All right, question three. What is my favorite movie? It's one that Alexa hates, but it's Ocean's 11. It is I love all the Ocean's movies, and Alexa hates them. So I only get to watch them when she's out of town. All right, number four. What is the groom's most prized possession? It's a hard one. I had to think about this. I want to say Tiff, but I also don't think of Tiff as a possession. I just think of her as another human that lives in our house. So if Tiff doesn't count, I'd have to say my home run ball from college, my first home run I hit in college. I would be devastated if I ever lost that as like a material thing. Favorite ice cream flavor? I have two, which I feel like I'm cheating on all these, but two, and it's mint chocolate chip. Or there's one from Coneflower, but I never remember the name of it. But Alexa would probably know. All right, six. What's his favorite cocktail or beverage? Um, I think Alexa will know this one. My favorite cocktail is Tito's Tonic, Lime Wedge, and my favorite non-alcoholic beverage is Baja Blast. Um, seven was my biggest pet peeve. That is when people don't remember my name, and I've met that person multiple times. It drives me absolutely insane. What is my favorite thing to spend money on? Other than Alexa, it would be sports tickets. Nine, what was the make of the groom's first car? It was a 2010 white GMC Terrain, like boxy, almost mom car. Question 10, what was his favorite activity growing up? That was playing games in the basement with Mark and Kathy. Mark played a lot of football and basketball with me and some baseball, and Kathy was an absolute fiend with a hockey stick in her hand. So those were some of my favorite memories growing up. Let's see. 11. Who is one famous person he would like to meet? That one's pretty easy. That would be Meg the Stallion. She's my favorite rapper of all time. What is his favorite comfort food? I think that would have to be biscuits and gravy and bacon, especially if it's from BBB, which Alexa turned me on to. So, funny story about that. I hated BBB. I shouldn't say that. I didn't hate BBB. I didn't want to go to BBB the first time I went because I was too hungover. But then we went the second time I was in town, and without fail, had to go to BBB every single time I was in town. All right, 13. What does the groom think your best characteristic is? I would have to say Alexa's best characteristic is her ability to empathize with absolutely anyone and connect with anyone and put herself in their shoes. Like, you can't walk down the street and be like, look at that homeless guy without her being like, can we talk about maybe what this guy's life story is and how he got there? And maybe let's not make a snap judgment on this person. And I really admire that about her. 14, what is his favorite TV show? That would be Westworld, which unfortunately was canceled before the last season was able to be produced. So if anyone has any ties to Hollywood and can get me the answers as to how the show is going to wrap up, I would be greatly appreciative. 15, what is his least favorite chore? That would be laundry. Folding and putting away laundry. I'm really good at putting it in the washer and sometimes moving it to the dryer. I'm really bad about taking it out and actually folding it and putting it away. 16, what shoe size does the groom wear? That's a 12. And Alexa's gotten me shoes before, so she should know this one. When was the first time the groom said, I love you? The lawyer in me wants to make this clear that it says said because I did squeeze Alexa's hand 3 times to tell her I love her a lot during the summer we first met. But the first time I said it out loud was over FaceTime, like early September. I was on the rooftop at Beer Hall and Alexa was in Oxford and I'd had like 2 drinks and was really missing Alexa and I gave her a call and told her I was in love with her. And she said it back. She did say it back. What was the groom's most embarrassing moment? I doubt Alexa will say this one because there are plenty of embarrassing moments of me, but the one that always like makes me cringe the most is I introduced Alexa as Alyssa one time, and she calls me Jake, so it's okay. But my friend Nick was introducing us to his wife, who I knew, and her name was Alyssa, and I go, "Oh my God, her name is Alyssa too," and I go, "No, it's not. Sorry." And then they stopped talking to us immediately after that. Where did the groom's favorite date take place? That probably would be our 1 year anniversary or our first date at Flatiron. I love that place, and we just had so much fun on our first date. Or I would say, if you count it as a date, Alexa took me to Red Rocks for the Turnpike Troubadours concert in May of 2022, and it was very great. One of the best nights of my life. All right, 20. When he was a child, what did the groom want to be when he grew up? I think that one, everyone in the room that knows me will be able to answer. Professional baseball player. I want to be a professional baseball player. Part of me still does. I think the dream is still alive. One day I will crack in and I'll make my major league debut. And if it's not that, maybe it'll be in pickleball.